This is question number 8, the November 2013 Higher non-calculator paper. Now, this question, there's a lot of algebra around and a fair bit of writing as well, and so it's important that you read and understand the question that they're asking you to do. So it says ABC is a triangle. Angle ABC, which is ABC, this angle here, is equal to angle BCA. Angle BCA, so this angle here. So those two base angles are equal. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, okay, this means that this is an isosceles triangle. I'll talk about what that means in a bit. The length side AB is 3x minus 5, so that's written there, 3x minus 5. The length of AC is 19 minus x. 19 minus x is AC, and the length of BC is 2x. So all these dimensions in algebra are written on the sides. The question says, work out the perimeter of the triangle. Give your answer as a number of centimeters. So they want us to write so many centimeters at the end. Now, this seems like a very difficult question at this point. However, when we did this part here, we recognized that it was an isosceles triangle. So I'm actually going to write that just so that the examiner knows if there are any marks for spelling this, I do get those marks. And I'll put, so the triangle is isosceles. And what that means is, if it's an isosceles triangle, those two sides are equal. I'm going to use that information to help me work out the value of x, because if those two sides are equal, that means that 3x minus 5 is equal to 19 minus x. And this is an equation with x on both sides, and so to actually work out the value for x. And the method I'm going to use, I'm going to bring all the letters over to one side. I'm going to take all the numbers across to the other. So I'm going to have all the letters over there on the left-hand side. I'm going to take all the numbers across to the right-hand side. And remember, this is an equation, so there's an equal between them. 3x is going to stay put over there, and I'm going to bring that minus x across. When minus x comes across, it's going to become positive x. 19 is going to stay put because it's on the side where I want all the numbers, and this minus 5, which is a number on its own, needs to come across, and when it comes across, it's going to become positive 5. Now I'm pretty close to the end because I just need to sort this out. 3x plus x is 4x. 19 plus 5 is 24. And if I just move this up so you can see the rest of my workings, right? 4x is equal to 24. So x, to work out x, I'm going to need to divide by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So x is equal to 6. Now a lot of people might stop at this point, right? But if you go back to what the question asked, just to check that you have answered it, this question says work out the perimeter of the triangle. So the perimeter of the triangle is what you get when you add up the lengths of all the sides. So the lengths of all the sides are going to be what I get when I replace x with 6. So I have x is equal to 6. And because x is equal to 6, this distance here is going to be 3 times 6 take away 5. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 take away 5 is 13. Because it's an isosceles triangle, this side here would be exactly the same, but let's just show that. To work out this side, it's going to be 19 take away, and remember, x is 6, 19 take away 6 is 13. And so that tells me I've done this correct so far, because that side is 13. And then the base is 2x, so remember x is 6, so that's 2 times 6, which is 12. So the sides of the triangle are 13, 13, and 12. So what that means is the perimeter of the triangle, and if I just leave this here, we'll be able to show that working. So the perimeter is equal to 13 plus 13 plus 12. 13 add 13 is 26. 26 add 12 is 38 centimeters. And I'm going to write that in the answer space, and this should be enough to get me full marks in this question. 38 centimeters. This is a pretty tricky question. It wasn't answered very well in the real exam, right? Make sure you're actually familiar with it, because it's a slightly different version of how this question is normally presented. Make sure you take your time. If I posed the full question here, right, you could see all the workings, you could see how I got my final answer, and you can make sure that you're able to do it and get near enough full marks in it if required.